We're good to go.
Love you, buddy. All right, welcome back to M&A&D&D episode 115. Sacrifices made. Last we left, the worlds are in disarray as they started colliding into one another after Tiamat's defeat, or was it after the sacrifice made by Terry, what's his name? Dang it. Your
Nervane.
nemesis. Nervane.
Yeah,
Nervane. Sorry, everybody. After potentially Nervane's sacrifice of his father.
Still alive.
Correct.
He got better.
He got better. He's not dead.
M&A was asked to assist in the discovery of what is behind this chaos that is now encroaching on other planes of existence, other worlds. And you found yourself travel to the far and distant world of Azteca, where you were going to help a Jade Golem free their world's god Quetzalcoatl, who has been seemingly defeated, captured, bound to an ancient temple at the heart of their world. As your journey led you across the land, you brought you into the temple itself. You've begin to navigate it. You've encountered new devious creatures, as well as potentially found a new relic as you dove into the waters to obtain what had looked like the reflection on a pond, the moon's reflection on a pond, but alas, now being held within your hands. And you find yourselves at the precipice of a new obstacle, as it seems as though that your companion Valen has been able to cross a threshold to which the rest of you cannot. And so we're going to go ahead and pick up from there. And I can't hear anything. What the?
I don't.
Nobody's talking, I believe.
No,
He's talking about
sound.
the audio in game.
Oh, the audio. Okay.
I hear it now.
I hear now.
Okay.
Very faintly, but I hear now.
Okay. All right. So here we are. We pick up kind of where we left off, everybody. Just kind of snap everybody. Oh, sorry. Snap everybody into place. Valen, you had found yourself kind of thrust into a long corridor.
Mm-hmm.
This room has this faint stench to it of decay, mold, and has this kind of damp atmosphere. And you turn around and you see this shimmering wall. And you can no longer see your companions.
Okay. I'm gonna first cast dancing lights, because as you said, that we can't see anything.
Okay.
So it's a cantrip. It's not necessarily a spell, but it's a cantrip. So dancing lights, it hasn't improved the situation in terms of visibility. Like, was I able to spot any of my companion?
No.
Oh,
It does not. It does not. So the hallway lights up around you as the dancing lights kind of filter through the air around your head.
Check.
But there is still this kind of shadowy curtain in between that threshold and your
Okay.
companions. You, the threshold, and the companion.
In that case, I'm not in internal or anything, right? So right now it's basically just me doing actions at the moment.
Correct.
Okay. Then I will cancel the dancing light because I don't want to turn myself into target for any unwanted eyes. But at the same time, I will cast a minor illusion to kind of blend myself into the surrounding. And I will. Where is my location? Am I on a? Okay, so and I'm gonna move forward to seek ahead and see what's going on. And I will cast. Well, I guess I'll get to the intersection, and I will cast the investigation and see if I can sense anything. Do I discover anything?
As you get into this hallway.
So we're still back here, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you guys haven't made it through, so it's. Go ahead.
You hear this chattering sound.
From which direction?
It the way it echoes around you, it is hard to see exactly, but as you turn to your right, you see this skeletal frame as it starts to kind of spiral up and look at you. And
Am
you
I
see
covered?
the fangs. It is a giant snake-like creature, although it's missing its organs.
Why does it always have to be snake?
I'm sure
missing
Valen's
its
fine,
organs,
guys.
its
I don't
flesh.
think there's any problem here.
So am I? Have the creature just discovered me?
You didn't run stealth.
Well, I cast the minor illusion to kind of blend myself into the surrounding.
Minor illusion, unfortunately, does not help with that.
Yeah,
it is a stationary image, if that, and it does not help with stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, once I move, it's not.
Yeah,
okay,
and also
fine.
it's not invisibility; it's still a cantrip. And also, you have lights dancing around your head.
No, he canceled.
No,
the
I
lights. He already
canceled
said
it.
he did that.
Oh, okay.
I canceled it.
He did do that.
Hold on. And you hear two chimes. Ding, ding.
Was that the dinner bell?
Okay, I guess my next question, like, can I identify where the bells originated or still surround?
Again, this is just echoes
echoing around me.
throughout the entirety of this.
Well, then if the creature if my minor illusion failed, that means the creature has discovered me?
The DM says nothing.
Okay. Then in that,
try and sneak away.
no, then yeah, I will cast it, like I'll turn myself invisible then. Hold up, where's my invisible spell?
Level 2.
Level. Yeah, invisibility. Yes, sir.
So what does it look like? What does it look like in the actions of casting this invisibility?
It doesn't take me to move anything. It's a spell, so I think.
It looks like you need
Both
to.
somatic and material.
Oh, to touch myself. I need to touch myself.
We're gonna leave that one alone, people. Too easy. to me.
Yeah, he doesn't need
And-
you to make something. He's
So,
made
Valen,
life choices.
what we're doing here is giving you the option to flavor text how your character interacts with the world, interacts with their magic.
I
what
was
they
reading the
want, and you go,
subtext. I couldn't help it.
No, you were taking the subtext from behind. That's what you were doing.
Let's end the stream right there, everybody.
Yeah.
was the best.
All right. We-
That was the best way we could have ended the show.
We got a very busy schedule coming up.
Guys, we have
Now you're back in a month. You guys just did it.
Quota
Just
again.
did
Hello,
it.
everybody.
This is exactly what we needed to get us through the next month. All right.
No, so no,
And you
seriously.
cast spiderweb on accident.
Oh my god.
The internet is reborn.
web.
The internet is reborn.
Oh.
So basically, I with murmuring of this spell, I basically move my palm to basically just onto my own body and then turn myself invisible.
Oh, you should do the John Cena. Just
There you go. And
That was a very
as
bard-like
you
thing to do.
murmur the last bits of the incantation, the entirety of the room goes black.
Entire
And you-
what?
The entirety of the room goes black, and you find yourself
Oh,
outside next to your companions.
no spells, everybody. It doesn't look like so. Then the moment I returned the room was everyone, and I said that
You
it
hear
looks
Valen?
like
Is he a ghost?
well,
He's next to you, standing right next to you.
He's invisible.
kind of. So
Oh,
let me break it down to what happened. I was in this corridor somewhere, and apparently the corridor was they were chit-chatting noises, and they were bell rung, but they were all echoing from like unknown origin. But I did see some unique creatures, but I don't feel like I was detected. Then I was able to turn myself invisible, and for the moment I cast a spell on myself, for some reason I was expelled from that particular room or corridor. So I believe whatever lies ahead of us, once we get past to this gate or door or whatever, we cannot use spell. Otherwise, we will get kicked out. So just to let you guys know.
based on that information, Valen, I have a theory I want to.
Is Valen invisible or not?
No, it's not. The spell did not work,
Gotcha.
as he tried to cast it and it was immediately interrupted.
Yeah. So the room has some sort of dispelling character of it.
So I'm going to attempt to bring out my echo and see if my echo can walk through veil.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm going to attempt it.
All right, and your echo walks through into it finds itself in a hallway.
It can be affected by no conditions. It's impervious to all conditions. It just has 1 HP. That's the only thing that it has. So it walks in.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try and swap with it. What happens to me?
I scoot back away
You-
from the echo just in case anything throws up on my.
You immediately gets launched back into Astrid through the door, and then you just get like are on the ground convulsing as your stomach starts to turn. And what happens is
She catches me.
you start to throw up, and then this vomit protrudes from your mouth, and there is a little flower
Oh,
that lands on the ground.
that's cute. All right, guys, that didn't work either. Just had to try.
So
But
yeah,
if you ever wanted
No.
to puke flowers, now's the time.
Don't
Ugh.
move. He's just gonna look at the flower. One
So,
is
look,
the
it
same
looks
kind of
like-
flower as the other flowers that we had to go kill.
You're gonna want to roll an investigation check, sir.
Or was it be survival or nature instead? Or what would it be?
I would say an investigation check for this one.
I have a question
Alright.
about the map after that.
18.
Your giant frame leans down and looks upon it, and you see these tendrils start to pull out, and it begins to try to scatter away.
Smash.
And this just the green ooze just splashes the wall.
It's the same.
Which room? Where were we splatting things? This side?
No. It scattered. Who's that? Fuck.
I'm right here.
Why are you?
That's me.
Yeah, you're. This is you?
Oh, that's David.
Yeah, it is. Splattered on David. That wall over there.
Oh, lovely.
I have a question about the map. What is the green vine stuff? Is this like something we can walk on, or is it just something in the way? And versus
Correct. So what you see is to the left seems to be some kind of encampment, some room off to the right, off to your left.
Okay.
To the right, it seems as though the overgrown nature of this forest, the giant canopies that you had seen, it seems to have disrupted this, broken down the walls and has unveiled a new room, a new area of this particular part of the temple.
Okay. I think we should go check out the encampment area first, and then we should check out this area first, and then we'll figure out how to get past this door. After that, if we haven't figured out a solution, then that sound reasonable. All right.
So we should be beware of the vines.
I agree. Beware anything that doesn't look literally a part of the normal part of this place, and even some of that stuff too.
Clearly.
And also, don't trust that. Don't trust the normal shit either.
I'm assuming. So this is the stairs up, and then I'm just trying to read the map correctly. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You can walk past it.
All right.
So
I just want to make sure
so
I
you
wasn't
guys-
walking through like a wall.
So as you enter the left wing here, you do see an encampment. You see remnants of their cooking debris. Yeah.
Thank you.
It seems as though it had been abandoned at least for days, as whatever food and things, that remained seems to have been staled and is growing mold. And then, of course, anybody who wants to know more needs to just go ahead and roll.
I will roll an investigation check.
I will assist.
All right, I'll roll with advantage.
I'll squash any incoming plants.
So one thing that you do find particularly of interest is that these particular tents that have been set up here, the material, the construction, it seems very familiar to you. It is familiar in the sense that it is made of high craftsmanship, despite it being in this temple, despite it being where it's at in a completely different world. This is the same craftsmanship that you're familiar with the tents that you guys would take camping in your days during Mythdraenor.
Anything left behind by anybody, or notes?
What you do see is you do see that nothing is left behind that of particular interest, any kind of
and this looks
indication
elven,
as to-
you said?
it looks like it originated in Mythdraenor or in the Mythdraenor region.
Huh.
And you can tell that at least 5 individuals were here based on bed packs, based on the cutlery, based on things left behind. At least 5 people. But nothing in particular.
We're not in
And
Faerun anymore, right, Val? Like everything here
I-
tells me we're different. Like this, when we saw the sky and everything, it wasn't our sky, and we did a couple portal hops. You're the expert on this, but like Mythtrainer stuff
Yeah,
shouldn't
you-
be here.
Mythdraenor stuff could be here. There were more planewalkers from where we were than just me. There,
Makes sense, I guess.
There was a call. Remember, they called to us. That means they could have gotten to us beforehand.
How old
I-
does it look? Like recent?
I said several days, like
Oh,
5
several
days.
Okay.
can I do a survival check to see if like I can get a better sense of like how many people? Because you said at least 5. Can I like dig into that a little bit more? See how many, what type, what sizing, look for tracks,
And
stuff
then-
like that.
Liam would like to throw some dirt in
Yes.
his eyes to make sure he rolls with disadvantage so that he rolls better.
Oh, so am I doing just a normal roll, Alex? Or you actually
No, he did disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Yep.
You're welcome.
And and so, like jokingly, he throws it in your eyes, but you're like, "You idiot! I've already taken account. There are several trackers. There are at least of the 5 that were on here. There were at least 2 trackers who led the way. You could tell that there was accompanied by one individual, not necessarily. You could tell like by the scuff marks and the way that they kind of walked, that a little bit more unsure of themselves. And you know, in your expert opinion, probably say that the 4 around them probably were their guards. And another individual who seemed to have like heavier footsteps, that seems to make like larger impacts. So they're either taller or they're carried a lot of the goods. And then the 5th person was not Elvish at all. And it seems to be more in line with some of the like the trackings that you saw through the town that you were in, as you came into Azteca.
Can I take a minute and reach out with my senses to do a detect portals within a mile? With
Okay.
using my detect portal. Specifically, I want to see either if there is a portal or, if possible, I don't know, if there is a time dilation or something going on with that around here.
During the time.
Val has a
war.
sneaking suspicion that these tracks might be his groups from a different or a past or previous time.
And this is something you don't necessarily have to roll, but you do now, taking the moment to examine. There's a portal not far from you. It is within the bowels of this temple itself.
I probably can't tell too much about its nature.
It is.
I will keep it.
You can tell this one thing about this. It is the portal that you sense within the mile that you kind of scanned is a less portal than you're used to in your experience of realm hopping. It's not the same. It is a portal, but it isn't as powerful, or isn't as glowing. It doesn't shine on you the same way that one would had you found one that would like led to a different plane of existence.
Okay.
And then to that extent, everything in that room, you guys seem to have exhausted.
I'll relay whatever information I can to the group. Then,
And I will repeat everything I just said to you.
yeah. All right. So I guess that's all we can find here. Do we still don't know the nature of what is preventing from moving forward? I have my suspicions, but I can't.
Yeah, we know something's up with us. Those of us that got ported earlier, we don't know why it's not letting us pass this line. Other than like,
Actually, here's a. Can I roll Arcana or Medicine or what? He's gonna examine himself in the weird, dark lines.
I can assist you.
Okay.
Which is it? Arcana? Is it Medicine? What would you like? Should-
For you, an Arcana.
Okay. Wrong twice. Oh, never mind. Don't really need to roll twice.
You, as you kind of examine your arms, and you're looking down at your bulging forearms, right? And you see your veins start to like as they course this black kind of shadows as they pull through. You're remembering, you're kind of just diving through that knowledge of all the things that you had studied in the past, and you know that in the realms of religion, in which we pay homage to deities, there are the worthy and there are those that have been sullied, and those that are no longer pure of blood, who no longer have access to their deity, who are no longer pure and can walk forward on paths as their blood is tainted either by their own lack of faith, their own lack of interest, or sometimes because they're just not deemed worthy. And you look around at who all cannot pass through that gate and who all did, and you see that Valen remains standing in front of you with no cursed veins, with no shimmering, gray features and blackened veins. And it kind of dawns on you that inside of this temple, they paid homage to maybe this world's greatest being, that you've now become sullied and incapable of progressing further.
How do we get unsullied?
He will take a D, and he will start praying. My deity Bahamut, I no longer walk upon the plane in which you hold residence and sway. Now I am upon the holy lands of another, of Quetzalcoatl, and yet your words to do righteousness and good still resonate. We have been touched by dark things, malice beings whose hatred and disgusting aptitudes have tainted our souls. I call upon your blessings, you who cleanse with holy flame. Give us the purity so we do not sully the steps of another deity. Let us be able to respect them so we may aid their followers, just as I've always walked in your path. Give us your blessing, give us your flames, and burn away this corruption. In your name do I follow.
You
Oh, go ahead.
you hear a voice in your head, and it is two echoing voices. One you recognize, and the other one you don't. But you go comfort in both.
Is he hearing things from Quetzalcoatl?
You shut your mouth.
He kind of nods as if he hears a voice.
Valen touches himself.
Go
Nah, that
invisible,
was-
guys.
Dude, like that's not gonna go away for many years. I mean, I can bet you for as long as I exist within
Look how
this
red
clan,
Ben's head is.
as long
Nope.
as I exist in this clan, that will not go away. Fuck that.
You could leave this
Remember,
clan.
no,
We're
but
still
Terry,
doing
there
that.
I'm
are
pretty sure-
plenty of
Terry,
spells
if it
that
helps.
require touch. You just
Yeah.
got to be specific of how.
I'm pretty
That's
sure if
in
you
that-
touch yourself,
David,
it'll
did I
go
send
away
that to the
after
right
a couple
person?
of minutes.
No, you sent it to me.
The moment I said that,
I know. There's like
I
three
was
people
like,
with the same name. It's
No, I think because you also control him, you saw it.
oh.
Which is why we quit having you quit controlling Astrid.
Listen,
but anyways,
listen.
but
send it-
anyways, whatever.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
Okay. Again, so to try to get the seriousness for a second, he nods, and what he will do is twofold. One, from his bandolier, which it's right there. I'm just not going to put it on. He'll take holy water and kind of douse himself, plug it back on, make the sign of a Bahamut, and kind of take a breath. I'm going to try.
He's just like basketball palm everybody's head and cast a sacred flame on them to cleanse them.
It scares me that you actually read my mind.
Yes. I know, Bobble.
Well, you also saw the hint, so.
I was thinking that that was based on what you were saying in your prayer.
Oh, well, that's fair. Since everyone's close enough, I will simply use Words of Radiance. To be that light, the darkness. And he'll try to do that. And then he will try to lead the party while using that cantrip, to purify himself and move forward. So, this isn't a really good spell for this. Besides that, I like the play for it. Do I have anything? Actually, let me see if I have something more fitting.
I mean, you can just say that you use whatever David said, the cantrip.
I did, but
Let me just go ahead and just.
Oh, okay.
So as you lay your hands and you commence this, there is a shaking to the temple itself, and the more you try to concentrate it, the more your hands shake, and you start to lose the ability to keep even your hands out above you, as if you feel like a force pulling your hands, collapsing them in upon yourself, and you cannot conduct this seemingly within a spiritual temple, within and it kind of dawns on you in particular, that one of the things that you had said to Asatoshli is that you're going to respect the traditions
Fair point.
of this world.
Oh, that's a fair point. Thank you. Okay.
And so you're not quite sure who stopped you
No, it
but
makes
it
sense.
is. But you know, it was inspired.
I apologize. Then this will hurt more.
Can
He'll
we just
take
walk outside before we distract
no.
us with this?
No, the point of this is to respect his ways and their ways. Give me your hands. So what he starts to do is he'll do his hand first, and he will actually carve it's not a language, but it's just arcane symbols. It's the mark of the sun. So it's the Aztec sun. So it's kind of a 6-pointed star, which is one of their gods, and the feather serpent is part of it. And they believe blood was very powerful. So he's basically purifying their blood by blood spilling. You have to drain the darkness out. So I don't know if you want to take damage for this. But as he conducts the blood rite, I'm not going to like carve
Cutting
out their
ourselves?
heart. No, he's doing it. He's very specifically doing it. So I guess a couple damage, Viva.
Yeah. So everybody roll a d4.
But when he's doing it, he will explain what he's doing, and he will talk. I will actually. I'll just roleplay it. Screw it.
Both me and Ash.
As the color red is of life, so too is it of power. Blood is often an important aspect of healing, for one must purify the humors and purify ourselves. We have taken upon our souls a darkness, and in this place it is not fire, but blood, which reigns supreme. We give to you this sacrifice of ourselves, Quetzalcoatl. For as you give life and blood to your people, so too do you deserve worship. We give to you a part of ourselves, so you may know us, and in turn, we may know you. We purify our bodies so we may be worth your presence. We be worthy of being in your presence.
All right. What do you guys like to do?
I will try to walk forward once I go roll a d4. Let's see if this works.
That was damage, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
You
see if
take
I was good enough.
You do 3 damage, and you stand on the precipice of the threshold, and you step forward. You put one of your giant foot through. Find yourself in the hallway. This musty smell
standing in our throat.
before immediately getting launched back into the room behind you. To which you kneel over and you vomit. Now comes a little flower.
Let's go to this
Kill that
side.
flower. Can Val walk through now? I'm gonna try. So he did take the damage. He's already puked up a flower.
And then you get launched back out, and to which you throw up another flower.
All right, we're seeing flowers. Let's go across to this side.
In the meantime, the spindly legs of these flowers start to. The one beneath Vamel splats.
Val will take a dagger to his.
All right.
We are
And you
cursed, O Bard, and only you may go ahead.
Let's just check out this room and see if we can clear. Let's see if there's anything over there. Gives us a hint.
Go there.
Apparently, I'm over there.
I'll be there in a moment.
Okay.
Vamo will kind of just give a blessing above our dear Bard guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Italy.
Okay. As you guys start to maneuver through like the shadowy like emptiness, this giant abyss that is in between the walls of this, you guys look down past like the vines that have now connected these two rooms, and you just see cavernous wastelands. above and below. It seems almost daunting to think, there's no sky above you and such cavernous depths below you and above you until you crawl into the next room and you find yourselves again in this room fairly empty to the point you guys are at. I'm just going to pull everybody in here, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll go forward looking for anything. So I'll roll investigation.
Mm-hmm. And in the last room here, sorry, particularly here, you see etched in stone a story. And it is a diagram of which it's picture and writings to which you particularly cannot decipher. But as Vamil approaches, he very much understands exactly what he's seeing. As he reads out loud a story. The story of the mother. Quateque, who birthed the moon, the stars, and the sun. Who pulled from her loins that lit the sky during the day and the night. And as her children grew, they turned on her. And her daughter gathered her brothers and sisters to defeat their mother. The sun, the moon, and the stars turned on Quateque. And so the mother birthed one more child who defeated their siblings. And he taught them that in the presence of their mother, they need to. And as Vamos says this last part, you all just hear a giant chime. Valen, what you hear him say
Okay.
is the word and
Okay.
Darwin, what you hear him say is okay.
Your daughter claimed my bank account.
And sorry, this is harder when I got to type it out to everybody.
Are you sending one for both Astrid and Val?
Yeah. And what you heard was, all right. Give me half a second.
So we all heard something different out of game. So what was the? So
Let's just keep it in game so we can find out.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make sure I understand the scenario real quick. Was the scenario what you said we heard differently, or we heard something else differently?
Everybody heard the same story except for when that chime went off, you guys heard a different thing.
We heard Vommel say a different thing.
Yes, you heard a different thing.
Okay.
But not necessarily. So you guys don't know you heard a different thing.
No. Let me Google one of the words, figure out. Just to be sure.
Vommel.
IR engineer. This shit is not.
You're doing the wordy word thing.
Okay.
Does this sound like the solution that we need for the golems that are blocking our path? When it says there.
In the presence of the mother, we have to do what we were told.
He just stops and kind of looks at both of you. Are you not getting enough air?
Okay,
That is not what I said.
plenty of air. You said
Clearly
shield
not.
their gaze.
What?
I said blood pact.
Astrid agrees. So, having to play two characters. Astrid agrees with Vommel, I believe. And then Val, who I can actually play out, says, I definitely heard that we had to bend the knee.
David, I had no idea what you said.
Isn't it amazing?
That was amazing.
Super fun.
Nice. I like
Can I
it.
show your friend?
All right, show them real quick.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
I like it. Lots of teeth, I approve.
I think it's super cool, don't you think?
It is cool.
Also,
Agreed.
Into the Spider-Verse shirt.
Ooh, nice. All right. And then Valen also would have said something, but
Now, what I heard was a single vocabulary, or rather, an action. It sounds like It felt like the whispering was a demand, and the demand is supplication, and that's what I heard.
Grammatically, it would be touch thyself. Not
I couldn't remember how to spell thy. I did that.
it is super. It's way easier than the. It's way. Okay, so as you guys kind of stand around, it seems as though
So
you've all heard at least four different ways into which appease.
two of these things are the same. Everybody else says something completely different.
what was the two that were the same?
Blood
My
pact.
understanding is both Astrid and Vommel got blood pact.
And then yours was because you kind of were a little bit off mic when you said yours.
Mine was I pronounce forgive me if I mispronounce this. Genuflection to full protection.
Genuflect?
Yeah, it's bend the knee.
So
Which Vamo immediately like.
genuflect.
And then Valen, what was yours?
Supplication. So essentially, it's in terms of the grander, like the connotation of the word's meaning is very close to what David's had. What David heard. So it's basically to beg for something humbly. So you're not being forced. That you're actually you're seeking a permission or an approval from somebody, and you do it out of your own will.
Okay. So 2 of these are the same, but the other 3 I think could be the same as well. Shield their gaze. If there is us, if we look away and bow, or like really bow, you would get all 3 of ours, right? We're not looking upon them, bowing, bending a knee, and being humble and presenting ourselves, right? That would mean all 3 of those. Is there a way to do a blood pact with that as well?
It could be part of this obligation. We offer our blood to them, and we bind ourselves to the protection of this temple.
Where is... Okay, so then if we were to make this assumption, do we do it in front of the door? Do we go back to the golems and do it? Where would be the place to do the action?
My assumption, since this is about the guardians, would be there, in front of them.
Alright, let's do that. We're not moving forward through the throw-up hall anyway, so... And that's probably not helping us not defend.
Is that? Do you guys see those?
Yes.
We just saw.
I
whatever.
didn't see anything. I had it off screen.
That's right. I'm just trying to test to see whether or not I can keep them hidden for no reason.
I didn't see anything, so you succeeded.
So for no reason.
For no reason. Well, since as only our bard can move forward through the maze
Sorry, I was just
for
being
now.
bored.
Let's go back to the Guardians and see if we can. Let's try to do all of the above.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. We all got told different things, but it sounds like we can all whatever. Do you want me to take the lead?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
All right.
You two can lead. I'll roll produce.
Okay, so what's happening?
We're going back
Yes.
to the Guardians.
You guys are going back to the John Hallway?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
gonna
all
try
the
to go back
traps
to
and
Right.
here.
everything else.
Go ahead and put you guys here.
Yep.
The instant to which you guys step in front of the hallway, you just hear this crushing sound of jade on jade bones, joints, as you see the giant jade golems, close to 20 feet tall, stand one by one in front of you, creating a very perilous gauntlet.
Is there any indication that there's any differences between the three of them? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, is this like the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil? Like, do we have to do something specific one as we're moving up? It's like, is the first one requiring? And so that's why I want to look. Like, would the first one require us to one person to bend the knee and then it'll move away, and then the second one requires the blood pact and it'll move. So that's kind of what I'm trying to look for.
Well,
So I
mean, you could attempt something.
I mean, I guess I'll start with the word that I was given, and I will bend the knee and bow the head.
All right, so you step forward. You bend the knee.
I mean, I think we all do it together, right?
Yeah, the point is that everyone will genuflect, supplicate. We've already made the blood pact, and to ourselves, we'll make another one to them.
So everybody who's doing a blood pact, do 1d4.
Is this an additional one from the one we took before?
Yes, correct.
This is how he kills us, with paper cuts.
1,000 cuts. Finally, you figured it out.
The 2 will go to
All right. So I only see Delta took 3 damage.
I took 1. Terry took 1. David rolled twice.
Uh,
I rolled twice. There's a 2 and a 3. So that's for Astrid and myself.
So he has to
okay,
pick which
so
one he wants
Asher
more.
took 2, David took 3,
Bammel
and
took
Terry took 1. Oh, okay. DW took 1. Oh, Vema took 2. Okay, got you. So everybody, please record yours. The Jade Golems stand stoic and seem to disregard any attempts you've made to garner their favor. There's no difference that has been made in between the first time you saw him, the third time you saw him, and this last time that you saw him.
Oh. So he's still going to stand up, and I will take. I will try to guide those per. Yeah, with markings of Quetzalcoatl and with his name and prayer, supplication. He will walk forward and let's see how horrible this is.
Okay.
Do you want to walk forward?
So you're gonna-
Or do you want to try to walk forward through the hallway that we've been throwing up on?
This one.
Okay.
Because clearly we can't go through the other one as I just puked twice.
Or are we still cursed? Like before, like was he
Yes.
still?
Yes.
Okay.
What I did didn't work.
So nothing we've done so far has changed our complexion. Okay. Sorry, just making sure.
And
Yep, had a feeling.
all right, so a 27 hit.
27 definitely hits. Hell, the 19 hits.
Okay, so you take 18 bludgeoning as the Jade Golem raises up this giant club and whacks you with it.
That's fair. Ow. I will use Stone's Endurance just because that hurt. Okay, I only take 4.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's cool.
It's okay.
I hate it.
He can't do that again.
Yeah,
He
I
only gets 1 use of that.
get 1 use, but it seemed a very appropriate use.
I mean, when you take off 14 damage, I think that was a good use of it.
It's a good roll. It's a good roll.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Back to the bar window.
That didn't work.
Guess we'll pray in front of that one now.
Fucked.
I feel like we gotta be close. None of these other rooms that we passed looked like they had an altar or anything, right?
No.
Did
Once if he takes a step back, does the golem attack again, or does it not move forward?
You take a step back,
Mhm.
and the golem kind of like tucks his club into his side in a kind of like a resting manner.
Crack.
Only other thing I can think of is the clear water, if that were to
Like
help anything.
He'll pull out the orb again, the one we got from the water.
Oh yeah, that thing. The moon.
They pull out the moon. So we talk about the story about the moon. And maybe genuflect to it, because the mother was the moon?
no? The mother birthed the moon, the
Good.
sun, and the star.
Yes, but
There's no reaction for the stone golems, the jade golems.
okay. And there's this orb, there's nothing to open or anything else, it's just an orb.
Isn't it like crescent moon shaped or
That would,
No, it
That's
is
an orb.
it is an orb?
it is an orb, but the orb has these like craters. It is It seems as though a palm-sized moon now that you have, but it glows immensely. It glows like a full moon in the sky. So as soon as you pull it out, it kind of ignites the room. But
Wait a minute.
the more you look at,
It glows. Okay, I'll try. Vamo looking like an idiot for a second. Like he has a moment of like, am I that dumb? When he pulls it out and the light goes up, does the darkness, the veins go away at all? Or is he still corrupted?
they begin to fade in your arm. They begin to fade away, but you see it only kind of reach up into your bicep.
All right, I'll do it. I'll just, another 1d4 of blood and just see if I touch the orb and see if it helps anything.
All right, roll a d4.
Yep, I was doing
You take 4 damage, and then you put your bloody palm on it, and the blood kind of like seeps across the moon and drips off. The moon starts to glow this red, like kind of shape reminiscent to your own world, in which you have a blood moon, and you get a little woozy. You're beginning to lose not a lot of blood, but enough. But there is no change to your world, to this temple, to the exterior, or to the jade golems themselves.
Any change in my complexion or anything?
Yeah, you're getting a little more pale. You're already gray, but now you're starting to lose some blood, and you're like, yeah, all right. So you got a little bit of change in your complexion.
Val will add his blood to it to see if it is needing more. And so
D4.
4.
We're all gonna kill ourselves over this.
I'm
Like I
going
said.
to use prayer of healing after we all put our blood in. Just saying.
All right. So
That sounds
more
good.
blood starts to kind of like drip off this thing. It starts to get coated into this, and yet there seems to be no change to this particular atmosphere that you're in. This particular room, hallway, gauntlet.
How many people have shit the blood onto the orb?
2.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'll make it. I think we're.
After here,
Everybody just roll a d4.
Oh, go
No,
for it.
well, it's a blood. It's called blood pack for some reason. So this might be it.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll another d4?
Terry takes 4. Terry takes a d4. M
Asher
takes a
will do
d4.
Asher takes another 2.
Do you need another d4 from me?
That's your spell.
No, I
Why
think we need
from
one
you?
from Valmo
Well, you
now.
said everyone, so I was just making sure.
No. Your blood. So your hand's already sitting on it. His hand was sitting on it. Like,
Oh,
that
we're mining more
before.
from Power Rangering blood with this?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty much. We're making a blood pack.
And now this thing just is like, and this puddle of blood is beginning to seep into the ground. And you notice that this blood kind of like seeps into the cracks of the ground, and these little flowers start to kind of grow. But other than that,
Wash the flowers.
this room, the atmosphere, this gauntlet does not change.
Everyone heals 7.
Okay.
Let's go check the other hallway to
Wait.
see if this orb can help us walk into that past that barrier.
So
may
heal
not help
7,
us
but
here,
isn't
but-
prayer of healing lasts a minute? Or is that a different spell?
No, it's a prayer of healing for everyone around him. It's just a one off.
Alright, cool. Alright.
So is it 5 or is it 7?
7. Because it's plus my spellcasting modifier. So I rolled a 4. My spellcasting modifier is 3, which is weird. It should be higher than that, but I thought it would be
Yeah.
higher.
You want a
Yeah.
multi-class.
Oh wait.
Your modifier,
modifier?
mine's a 4, and so it's based off your wisdom. What's your wisdom modifier?
It's plus 3. I was looking at why is it? Yeah, it's plus 3. So everyone heals 7.
Can't heal my temp points, but I can heal my actual. Feels good.
Back to full.
Make sure you heal him as well.
I did. She surprisingly took exactly 7, so she's back to full.
Me
She's like,
too.
whatever.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys
7.
find yourself again in front of this doorway, into which only Valen had previously been able to withstand before getting launched back out.
So we made a blood pact with the orb, right?
We made a mess with the orb. We're not sure if we made a blood pact with the orb.
Well, assuming that we did, but there's still other actions that we haven't done while holding the orb, right? We haven't done the supplication. We haven't done whatever the other actions that David got.
I did kneel down in front of. Okay, we'll try it. But she was the mother of the moon. But it was a story about that. We can try.
Let's just try doing all of them all at once in front of the orb and see what happens. And then we've done everything we can do in front of the temple, and we've done everything we can in front of the orb, and then let's try walking through.
Let's do it.
Is my understanding that you guys are all like holding the orb
around.
and then moving?
Like
Yeah,
kneeling,
I think that was what we were gonna
heads
try.
bowed. Do we all want to take another D4 blood on it, or just leave the blood
No,
out at
it's.
the time?
I think it has the blood, Alex.
Okay.
No.
I'm just ready to cut myself again.
Like, look, man, things have not been
I
going
have,
well
I have
for
the
me.
arm blade out, ready to go. Anyone else want it? Like, just
All
ready.
right. You guys put your hands onto the orb,
Yeah.
and all of you kind of see the black, your veins start to like flesh out the blackness as it starts to pull back lower into your extremities, and you enter the room, and you all find yourselves across the precipice, and you see and you smell this hallway again with this moldy aroma. This
We did it,
texture.
guys!
You
No,
feel
we haven't done anything yet. Hold on.
the coolness in the air, and then except for
Valen.
who finds himself in the room, in the hallway, as his companions fling themselves. Valen, you found yourself holding the orb.
Valen, can you bring the orb back?
Well, let me think about it.
We think about it.
It's one of those puzzles for
I have an
5-year-olds
idea,
that
but
you're
you're gonna
making us
leave
do.
you're gonna take the orb and leave, but you don't even need it.
All right, fine. I'll go back to the room with everyone.
All right, move your character.
All right. If I hold the can I see the orb real quick? If I hold the orb, and you said the darkness leaves moves away from my arm, right?
Uh-huh.
Can I push the orb down my arm and try to trace it down to one spot? Like, can I if it's down here, can I keep pushing it down, or will it just go back up to?
Yeah, so no. Your fingertips are. So now, where it extends is now to your chest. Your fingertips are clear of the darkness. Up to your chest now is clear of the darkness.
Yeah, I want to keep going I'm gonna go across my body, down to.
So you're just rubbing this orb across your body.
I'm gonna rub across.
And as you like soap in the shower,
I'm gonna try
you see,
to.
but
gonna,
the darkness as you move it like down towards your thigh,
I feel like
the darkness starts to
the
darkness
of this place.
the darkness
I
starts
feel like it's
to
just a bad idea.
I have a part of this. Let me finish. All right.
the darkness
no
begins
way.
to show back up in your fingertips. When you're down by your thigh, the darkness in your fingertips starts to come back.
Okay.
When you go down to your ankle, now your arm and your shoulders and the top of your chest and your head now is covered in the veins.
This is really useful and actually in what I want to try to do. I'm going to take off my artificial arm.
Okay.
I want to take out a dagger, or I'll take the arm blade. I'll take with it, and I'll just like extend it, and then I'll kind of jab where the sort of nub is, right? So I start bleeding a little bit, and then because I'm right-handed, and then I'll kind of have Vomel. Can you go with across my arm and try to push the darkness towards where the blood is dripping? Can you try to force the darkness towards where I'm bleeding out?
Sure. He'll try to do that.
I just want to see if it's forcing. If we give it an exit, will it go? We can seem like we moved it. Well, I want to see what happens if we force it out.
I will attempt to do so. I'm a bit confused, but I will try.
He's like mid like 15th century leeching.
Okay!
All right, so no longer woozy from earlier. He is now kind of made a spout, and he's made himself a little bit like to which the blood can now pour out. And I want you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. I can't even see.
You are starting to get a little bit sick before you decide, okay, maybe. And you kind of play it off like, maybe I heard something else, and you give up on this particular mindset before they realize what a bad idea this was.
Okay. I'll put
So
my arm back on and
with that 6, you're saving face and be like, no, I don't think the winds are right for this particular move.
I was trying to see. Like, obviously, the orb affects it. I was just trying to see if there's a way to, if we need to like give it an outlet.
Does anything about this area look different than from
Nope.
when we were here last?
No.
Every time we spill blood, those plants grow. We need. So clearly, that's related to the curse. This is forcing things away from it. I'm just trying to see if there's a way to.
Do the plants that are here that we like found the story in, do the plants that are like around that area, did they seem to have reacted to any of this, or any of the plants that like keep apparently spawning from our puke?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying like that's the only place that I see vegetation on the map that we've explored so far, so I'm just trying to see if there's a correlation.
So currently, you've seen vegetation by a drought body in like the room way at the beginning, right?
Yeah, so like we've seen like
And then you saw some corpse,
token-esque
yeah. And then you saw some
talking about,
corpse
like-
flowers, and then you saw a larger concentration here in this room where this encampment was. A larger concentration.
And we didn't see when we were in the others, or in either of these rooms when we were doing our investigation, we didn't see a pedestal or like an urn or a basin for draining blood to put like any kind of like
Nope.
those kind of ritualistic
Yeah,
items.
I asked.
No.
Okay.
Is Terry back?
Guess not.
Astrid, kind of fed up with this,
Sounds like her.
kicks Valen into the room.
Oh. Okay.
Just like fed up with all this wishy-washy, nobody making any, everybody cutting themselves, and Valen finds himself in the room.
That's Astrid.
Oh,
Room
oops.
where it happened.
Yep.
With my other outfit.
Thank you. And then we'll take a break since Terry's peeing.
All right.
Or is he touching himself? It's hard to tell.
Oh, okay, so that is
Oh, he's trying to go invisible?
back.
You hear this ancient Aztec beatboxing.
Boxing? Yes, I'm sure Quetzalcoatl was
No.
down with Run DMC.
You know, it's funny. I was at this. All right, we won't talk about it now. All right. Hey, welcome back, everybody. You guys find yourself outside of the room. Valen, you hear this echoing silence as you continue down the dark hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Echoing silence. That's the thing. You never heard it, obviously.
Okay, so you're basically
It's separate
Waiting
from
for me.
deafening silence.
I
That's a
would say
different one.
deafening silence.
Deafening silence is different. Echoing silence hurts your ears. Deafening silence makes you feel internally awful.
I thought
How do you know this?
Vamu was gonna give me guidance of how to get through the maze.
No,
I
he
did.
has
Interesting.
He
He's gonna
literally
say,
gave
"Good
you
luck."
the cantrip guidance.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I would
Alright.
love to do more, but I can't see
No,
it.
no,
unless you
no,
start
no, 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 no.
describing
All
it.
right, so
Understood.
what do you
Understood.
When
what
you
are
find a
doing?
dead end, turn around and go
Valen?
the other way.
Then there you say there's only silence, but there's this smell, right? Then I guess the best things I could do. I'm holding the orb, by the way, right?
Yes, you are still holding the orb.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try it once again, but I will kneel with one knee, basically with one knee, and then I will close my eyes. I would raise up the orb above my head with both of my hands as an offering. And then I would say it with the following words: The mother of creation, Quetzalcoatl, we are lost wanderers into your domain. We have shed our blood onto your creation. We were hoping through our offering it will be enough sacrifice. My entire companion and myself has bled, and the moon has absorbed all of our essence, but we're still lost at this realm which you have created. You gave us signs and instruction, or at least I humbly believed, to submit ourselves willingly, without resistance, into your power and into your own might. And with this, I'm humbly seeking for any sort of guidance that can lead us to you, so we can state the reasons of why we're here, and to establish a communication with you respectfully. And Valen's gonna wait and see if anything happens.
And You just stand there solemnly in this room. And you hear this pouncing. And a uncomfortably wet feeling upon your hand, as if a
My eyes are
creature.
still closed, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Okay.
As if something is tasting your flesh. And you feel like the coarse surface of a tongue.
Balin, do you see Anchu in there yet?
I feel something, but I can't tell what's what yet.
And Anshu jumps on you and starts licking your face.
You! Oh my god.
Hey, at least it's your face.
Yes, Leon, I found Anju.
I
he's
figured if
used-
you wanted help, he might be able to help you out. He doesn't really need to see as much as smell and stuff.
Yes. And then Valen
That was
opened
such
his
a good
eye.
intro.
No, Valen opened his eyes and saw the familiar face. And
Anshu, who's now a pretty decent sized dog.
Someone familiar,
standing
but
next
yeah,
to you.
older. Yeah.
and without any delay, Valen just give him a big hug. Oh, we miss you, boy.
He starts
Where
blinking
you
around
been?
you, jumps, and then blinks behind you, blinks back into the hug, like licks your face more.
Can you help us, aren't you?
He goes into like sniffing mode. All right, I will try to peek in through Anchu's eyes and ears as periodically, but you're still gonna need to kind of give him directions, and then I'll be looking out through him when I can.
You mean me or DM?
You.
Okay. So
I don't know what this DM is.
So I am at the so I'm still at the entrance, so I'm gonna keep walking in. Yeah, at the intersection. I guess should I roll my investigation?
Okay, so you, as you get to the intersection, you see a very familiar
creature.
Creature.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Do we have a thing for Anchu?
Hold on. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Is the orb? Is the blood that we drench into the orb supposed to be some sort of offering to the creature?
Give me a second, and you're gonna. Oh.
No, I'll choose a
That
big
is
orb.
such a
And as you
dog.
finally. What the fuck is it?
Anju is a badass dog.
That
like a
looks like the
bird.
fattest husky dog. I don't
He's
give a fuck.
Hey guys.
All right.
Ye chunky! Ye chunky!
You hear this noise. Ding. Ding.
I found sled dog. I will use sled dog.
Okay, so I hear the noise, and then what?
No, you see this giant skeletal serpent, and you hear the giant chimes. Ding. Gung.
Which means I could be detected? Or I raise the orb again and see if the skeleton will have any reaction to the orb.
And you raise the orb. and you find your you stare into the orb as it shines bright into your life, into your eyes, and you find yourself. And Anshu disappears.
What?
I'll put those stats.
Do we have to go through this maze with our eyes closed?
What do you mean we?
Valen, can you try going through there with your eyes closed?
I
You have to avert your gaze.
Can I summon? Did Anshu like get killed, or can I summon him back?
You can summon him back.
All right. Where's my goodest boy?
Hey, look, I will kill all of you before I kill Anshu.
Hey,
All right, so you find yourself now outside of the room.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to proceed as if I were blind. And I'm gonna hold the orb on my right hand, and I'm gonna use my left hand reaching out to basically touch the wall.
Or you can hold on to Anshu.
So go ahead and move your character, please.
Okay. I can't even find my character.
You're between me and Astrid.
Okay. All right. So I basically complete. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something. If this.
Anshu can be your seeing eye dog.
Yeah, but I will be on. I will be down on my both knees and closing my eyes,
Stop it, Viva. I see you.
holding the orb, and then one hand grabbing the Anshu and say, "All right, lead on, boy."
I can't. Viva, you're DM. You're the DM. You have to do with it.
So Valen gets on all fours and he tucks the moon orb into one arm. And he reaches out and he grabs onto the stiffest thing that Anshu has that is free from walking.
Oh my god, no!
How's Anshu? I was
It's
talking
his
about
tail.
His tail. Jesus Christ! Valen,
Terrible, man!
his tail.
Sicko.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hell! And you guys continue to move forward if that's okay with Terry.
He waddles a little bit because obviously his tail's wagging the whole time.
Yeah, he needs at least 6 minutes.
Oh my god.
And you again hear this chattering sound, to which you hear. Sorry.
You hear
which you-
no.
To which you hear. Gong.
Okay.
Did you get punted?
To which everybody hears gong.
Is there like a specific interval of when that seemingly happens?
As far as you guys know, you can't see in. You have no idea. All you heard is one gong.
All right.
Yeah, but we've heard the gong
Meanwhile-
before. Like, how long has it been since the previous gong?
Anshu's gonna do a quick perception check and then go towards the direction that he thinks is best. So he adds 3 to this.
And Anshu disappears. The skeletal creature, the skeletal serpent engulfs you both, and everybody disappears back into the main room.
Oh, that's what's putting you out there. Interesting. I don't know that, but
All right, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what to do anymore.
All right, Valen, you're gonna run in there and just keep running. Don't stop. Don't look. Just go as fast as possible. Just pure speed.
Valen, you down?
I could. I
Just see
could
if you can
try.
get further than last time. The Destiny 2 strats of like trying to figure out what a
All
raid
right.
is. How much further can you get than last time before something else terrible happens?
Go left.
Okay.
You get to the similar spot,
Uh-huh.
and you hear the chattering bones, and the creature pops up, and you hear gong, gong, gong. Are you going to continue to run?
I guess I will have to. I would try anything at this point. So to
All right, so you're going to go left, right, backwards.
left. I'm gonna run left.
And as you take it left, you find yourself engulfed by the skeletal bones of the serpent, and you find yourself back into the room.
Is this actually Indiana Jones? Does he need to kneel at the gong and then
He was
Like-
kneeling.
no, like at the right time to dodge the damn snake and then like do the Indiana Jones like the
Oh,
the Raiders of the
I
Lost
know
Ark
that.
like the kneel and then the
But he was already kneeling when he was falling onto you the whole time. So
Yeah, I was following down to the whole
but he
time.
was
I
not genuflecting. It could be genuflect.
All right,
What do you mean,
Supplication.
go
blood
out
pact.
there and then fall flat when you hear the gong.
What's genuflect? I don't. What's
Genuflect
that
is
word?
on one knee, and when you make the sign of the cross, that's what genuflecting means.
One knee and me what?
To make the sign of the cross.
You know,
Okay.
like those Christian Aztecs.
yeah.
Well, I'm explaining to
Viva,
Terry
would
what
we-
the word means.
Yeah,
You
like
seen
Viva,
football?
would we have the information to say not to do the
I
cross?
shouldn't have said anything.
No. That makes sense because when I Googled the word, it just says the act of bending the knee or touching it to the ground in reverence or worship. It doesn't actually say anything about a cross.
No, it does
it's
not
I'm not
say
saying
anything
that's
about
correct. I'm just saying that's what I
making
saw.
a Christian cross. I
No,
agree.
I'm saying that
It's,
people.
you go
the
out
term
there and Drew
genuflect-
Brees. It's okay.
All right, what's happening? Who's doing what?
So I'm going back in and trying again. So when I hear the gong, I'm gonna just kneel down.
All right,
And
and
Anchi will go with him and deal with it. No, just wait.
and you don't hear or see anything. Which way are you going?
Oh,
Left.
let's do it. Going to the left.
All right, and I'm gonna put you about here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to. And you hear gong, and in front of
Wait.
you is this
Neil.
is a giant skeletal serpent.
Neil.
Kneel.
And so you kneel. And this giant serpent rolls over you. What are you going to do?
Keep going.
All right.
So follow the pass.
And all right.
He's gonna have to roll a d20 and pick a path because he can't look over.
And in front of you, you reach a fork of the road, and then all of a sudden, you see and you hear the shattering bones, and you see in front of you this bone serpent, and you hear the sound gong, gong.
Okay. 2. I will fell flat on my face onto the ground.
And you find your ability to progress further.
Terry, you should roll like a 50-50
Okay.
on this.
So which way do you want to go, Terry?
What? Okay, I'll roll.
You don't have to roll. You can just decide which way you want to go.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll keep. Since the left one have been progressing me so far, I'll keep going left.
Okay. And all of a sudden you hear this chattering sound.
Oh my god, again.
Gong, gong, gong.
I will kneel this time.
And as you kneel, you find yourself enveloped. You find yourself back at the start.
Okay, so what?
So
all right.
three is not kneel. So one is
Three is
kneel,
not
two
kneel.
is
One is kneel,
is
two is on
supplicate.
the ground, and three is what? Blood
three
pact?
isn't it blood pact? There's 4 things that we were told, right?
Mine was shield your eyes. Shield their eyes.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
probably 3, and then blood
Yeah.
pack I'm assuming is 4.
Okay.
4 or
All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. And okay, then the end. I'm ready to go back in again.
All right, go ahead and move yourself.
So same way at the intersection.
All right, let me roll, please.
Also, this is Indiana Jones. Thank you very much.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
you start hear this chattering bones,
Mhm.
to which you hear the sound, bong, bong, bong,
Okay, then I will close my eyes.
and then you feel the comfort of these chattering bones surround you as you find yourself back outside.
So it's not my eyes that need to be shielded; it's their eyes need to be shielded. Then.
Or is blood packed?
Or it
Or
could be
it's
blood
blood
pack
pact.
at 3. And,
It's really
and
hard to
shield
say
your
how
eyes
to
at
shield
4.
their eyes if it's a moving thing. So
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess I will. Well, since I'm at full health, so
But
let's
does
hope.
shield your eyes also mean like close your eyes and hold up the orb for the light?
it was shield their eyes was the phrasing. Shield their eyes.
Well,
Okay.
but the orb absorb our blood. That means it's got to be acting as some sort of.
It didn't absorb our blood.
Challenge.
It dripped on the ground. It just reacted to our blood.
Oh, okay. Well then, in that case, then. All right, then I guess I will have to make a blood pack if that comes up.
All right, I'm back. What are we doing?
Going again. Sorry, man.
All right, let's do it.
Hold up. All right. Roll your dice,
All
DM.
right, you get a move. Which way are you going?
Same way, left, because we were able to progress quite a lot on the left on the last time.
Okay,
He's
so,
doing NASCAR strats, left only.
all right, so go ahead and move like 30 squares.
30 square?
Yeah, I mean 30 feet.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
And then you start hearing this chattering bones.
Ooh. Okay. Here we go.
To which you hear bong, bong, bong.
Okay. In that case, I will take out my rapier and then slit my finger to let out some blood on the hand that's holding the orb.
All right.
All right. Roll 1d4.
And roll the d4, please.
Okay. So that's 4 damage.
And the giant skeletal serpent rolls over you like a wave. And you can continue on.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, so keep going. At this interjunction, I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna keep going left because last time I just.
All right, so I'm going to put you right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do. Bong.
Okay, then I will kneel.
And you feel, and as you see this giant serpent kind of crest over, it hovers above you, and you feel this mossy breath in your face
Oof.
as it engulfs you and continues on.
Okay. Yeah, I keep going out of pass. Let me know
Go,
if.
Terry Ranger.
Yeah, you keep going.
Okay.
Keep going a little bit more.
Okay.
And keep going a little bit more. Go all the way around.
Here, Terry.
Yep.
Okay. Keep going.
So you find yourself in front of this giant room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see, in the density of this room, particularly stand out to you, and you see these three tombs.
Yes. Do an investigation.
And go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Do an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
God dang it.
So as you look around them, it is not particularly interesting other than a dead end.
Okay.
Okay. And where are you going to go now?
There's no reaction whatsoever by my presence in this room to those coffins, right?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna just silently back off very gently. Don't want to wake up anybody that's in the coffins. I'm at the interjunction again. I'm going to left.
So just go ahead and move your character where do you want to go? To go.
Okay.
Okay. And you start hearing the chattering sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Dong, dong, dong.
Okay, was that I will again shed my blood on basically shed my blood again on the off the hand that's holding the orb.
Okay, roll 1d4, please.
Yeah. God. Okay.
This actually might kill Terry. Having to take the 1d4.
All right.
Constitution of a wizard.
What would you like to do?
So I am well, do I have a sending stone on me?
I don't believe so. I think only the brothers did.
God dang it. I can leave a hold on. But they cannot coming anyway. So anything I left as a hint for them to follow on the trail, it will be meaningless because they can't get in. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking then.
All right, go ahead and move your character. I don't know, 30 feet. You find yourself in the corner, to which you see this immensely shining jewel that it floats above the ground, 3 feet above the ground, and it glows like nothing you've ever seen before.
Okay.
Um,
In
and then you
this,
hear this chattering sound.
Mhm.
Dong.
Then I will kneel.
And you feel the serpent rise over you and gives you the ability to go ahead and get closer to this shining object.
We are here to establish a communication with Quetzalcoatl. We're not here to loot. We're not here to take anything away from this domain. So I choose to ignore the jewelry.
All right.
Is it jewelry?
It is
Or
not
is it just
jewelry.
shiny?
It's something shiny.
It is like a fire burning in the nothingness of space. It just emits light unlike nothing you've ever seen.
Oh man.
Trying not to say anything.
Yep. I'm trying not to. But I like it.
I don't know how to make of it in this case.
What do you have in your hand, Terry?
I have the moon orb.
Okay.
Oh, moon and sun.
What other celestial bodies were we told a story about?
You do what your character will do. I just remind you what you have in your hand. From there, you figure it out. You could do it.
I honestly have no idea.
You hear the chattering bones as they get closer. You begin to feel as if the world starts to spiral around you.
Mm.
As you stand next to this shining object.
Can you do an intelligence check to see if he remembers what he's might like a key part of the story?
All right, do a history check, Terry.
Okay, I found this on.
Dude, it just
Not Siri.
yeah, Siri just chimed in. Shut up, Siri.
Terry.
And then Valen, you remember a particular story about anybody want to help out? The mother birth three things.
Three children.
Mm-hmm.
The moon,
sun,
the sun, and the stars.
the moon, and the stars.
Yes.
We have found the
And
moon
you-
orb.
Okay. All right. So I should take it then.
Bob!
And so you reach out and you grab this floating gas jewel light,
Mm-hmm.
and the chattering dies away. Go ahead and move.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna keep going.
Go ahead, just move your character, please. Keep
Mhm.
moving twice as much.
Okay. It feels like I'm back because I can see the what do you call it? The bearing chamber. So I guess I
Yeah.
went in a circle.
And
Okay.
you hear dong, dong, dong.
Okay. Then I'm gonna share my belt again. Dude,
1d4, please.
This is really potentially gonna kill me.
All right. I need you to move. As the chattering bones dissipates.
Okay. Then I'll move to this.
Okay. You find yourself in front of a giant Opening
Mhm.
a new stairway that leads to a room in which you see this again this like kind of shimmering black curtain similar to why you cannot see in front of you or behind you when you're adventuring party.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then in that case, but do I other than the other than the path I came from and the door in front of me, is there any other path I can move forward?
Not forward. I mean,
Back
you
here.
can certainly try to move forward.
DM, no, don't go that way. I mean, no, you can totally try.
Yeah, no, you fucking totally. That's the way.
This
Because
is
I
the
feel
way.
like if we well, but we found the orb in other room, so I can assume that probably this is the only objects and relic from this room that I can. All right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna try to leave the maze,
All right.
and then I will go through the dark veil, and then
And you
come.
get launched back, and I need you to roll 1d8.
Ah! God dang
This
it!
really is gonna kill Phelan.
Jesus
The
Christ!
yell
man.
was so good.
Very in character.
Oh my
Oh.
God!
There goes half his health bar. What are you doing?
What are you at?
I'm at 56 out of 72.
You no longer
Oh
have the orb.
no!
You no longer have the gasol. And you find yourself barren, standing within the maze.
Okay, then in that case, can I just go back the way I came?
Sure, do it quick.
Okay. No, what I mean is, can I?
And yeah, so move your character, and you hear
Okay.
dong, dong, dong.
That's share the ball again. Oh, that's okay. I can count on somebody to heal me on the other side. So,
You don't die.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Don't just reset. You. Where's the ball? Where's the moon thing?
He doesn't
No,
know, and we don't know that he lost it.
No, both the moon and sun are gone.
So for you all that are standing
We don't
outside,
know.
no, for everybody that's standing outside of the room, the moon orb is sitting in front of your guys'.
That's
like,
what I was.
like
That's what I was
your ankles.
thinking. It might need a reset.
All right, Terry, go ahead and move your character.
Hmm?
You took the 3 damage, correct?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Actually, no. Let me take down 3 damage. Okay.
And you get to go ahead and move. Oh, I'm sorry. Which direction did you go? Okay, you went that way.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the four of us are over
And-
here like, oh shit, why the fuck did this just show up?
Dong. You hear the sound as the chattering bones start to surround you.
Actually, I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just let him take care of me out then this time.
And all of a sudden, you hear this engulf. And you find yourself at the exterior of the maze,
Okay.
surrounded by your companions.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I
So,
thought you were dead.
guys, no,
He said,
yeah.
with a yawn. Oh, shit.
guys.
Well, I mean, we
hear
only
me
got the
out.
orb left.
So-
Like, what else
no,
was
but-
supposed to assume? We don't know what's
No,
going
but-
on in there.
So here's the deal. I was able to find the relic that symbolized sun inside of the maze, but I think we're supposed to complete the rest of the 2 relics inside of this maze, just so that
What do you mean complete the other 2 relics?
There's probably a
'Cause we have-
stars relic somewhere.
probably another star relic somewhere in the maze.
So we need to have someone else. We're going to need to rest, and I will try to see if I can purify this curse at this point.
Well, you can try,
Yes, that is the entire point.
but what I'm saying is while you're trying, I can. I mean, you can heal me, then I can get back in again. Because
he reached forward and kind of like put his hand over your face as you were
Oh,
talking.
okay.
Heal 19.
19. Thank you. Yay.
And he jumps back. Balin jumps back in
Don't forget the
into the
stone.
maze. Gone.
Ah,
He's gone.
No, I got
Alright.
the orb. I wouldn't return. I wouldn't return
You
back.
jumped back in.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't return.
You step back in because you're like, I do need them.
I need the orb.
I'm probably gonna go take a rest so I can change my spells because this is ridiculous.
All right. So now you have the orb and you're going back in.
Yeah.
You
So
find yourself at the
That's Astrid.
spot.
I will have to reclaim the sun first.
That's
so
Astrid.
same path. That would be me. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Let me.
Yeah.
You cheater.
Gong.
Okay. I will kneel this time.
Okay. You're good as the skeletal figure crosses above you.
Okay. Then move left.
Go ahead and move yourself, please.
No, sorry. This way.
I find yourself here and I hear gong.
Okay. Kneel again. Okay.
And I hear gong, gong.
Okay. Then I will lay down. Basically, lay down on the ground with my facing downward.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And you move forward.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and which way are you going to go?
Basically the same way directly toward where the sun relic was. Supposedly. I just hope that the maze doesn't scramble the location of the relic.
Is that a 4? You're good to go. Go ahead and I'm going to move you. I'm going to go ahead and move you here.
Okay.
Go ahead and go. I'm going to put you here. Where are you going to go?
Going to the left
Got it.
because the corner was where I found the relic of sun.
And you hear the chattering of bones.
Mhm.
Gong, gong.
It was 3 times, right? Because sorry,
Two.
the mic was 2 times. So then in that case, I would still lay on the ground, face downward.
All right. Woo. Woo. And the skeletal bones of this creature passes over you. Go ahead.
Okay, then turn left.
You find yourself at the end of the hallway and you see again this kind of inconceivable thing, this gaseous light that continues to hover above nothing and glow immensely.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear gong.
Okay, I will kneel first.
All right.
Let the creatures to pass me by, and then
it passes you by, and you go to the.
yeah, I'll reach out and try to grab the relic again.
Okay. What are you doing now?
And then I will basically go toward the same direction where the black veil was, but I'm not going to touch the black veil this time. I'm gonna proceed forward to the right.
And you hear gong, gong, gong.
Then that's blood pack. 1. Okay, 1. I took 1 damage.
Bullshit. All right, and as the blood drips to the ground, the serpent just rolls over you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Then I'm gonna go to the right this time to explore the path I haven't explored before, and hopefully find the star relic.
All right, keep going.
All right. Just keep going. Yep.
Sorry, I don't know what I rolled. What the fuck is that?
The last
You
thing I
roll-
see is a 16.
You rolled
Six-
16.
A 16. Okay.
Yeah.
You hear gong, gong, gong.
Okay. Then we'll take 1d4 to spill more blood. Three damage.
All right. And what would you like to do?
In this case, well, I guess I will move for. I guess I'm seeing the intersection.
Uh huh.
I will proceed forward and see what's going on. Go straight, and I will roll investigation and see what I find.
But as you hear that, you hear gong,
Okay, then
gong,
oh crap, 2 times. So
gong.
God dang it, man! Can you finish
It's a
it
drunk
one time?
gong. The person ringing the gong's getting tired. It's just like,
What the
just die already.
Oh,
I
sorry,
love
no,
that.
no, sorry, I type it wrong. My bad.
It's all right.
1d.
Oh, dude,
So
one, he's fucked. He lost 28. He just he cut the wrong. He cut an artery. Ow,
my blood is gushing out.
You guys think he's doing
So-
okay in there?
um,
28 damage is like 1/3 of my health, man. I'd be like fucking passed out.
you cut the wrong thing. You're like, oh,
Has anyone seen the beginning of What We Do in the Shadows? Season whatever we're on.
oh no, what did I do? So the serpent rolls over you, and you stand inside of this precipice.
Mm.
And as you look upon it, you see these circular lines that spiral, and you have this like kind of pull with your hand as you reach into one of your pouches, and that gaseous chamber launches and starts to go into orbit around this precipice.
Okay.
Launches and goes to orbit, Terry.
Gaseous chambers launches to go to orbit. That means it's a star. Is this something that I can take?
Is it
Yeah.
orbiting the gap? Is it orbiting this like the miniature sun?
It is orbiting this precipice. It is just going around this thing. So he continues to have the moon in his presence, and then this gaseous being kind of like floating now around this precipice.
That means it's a moon and a planet and a star. So no, this is actually the sun. I mean, this should be the sun. No, but the sun is a star.
And then
Stars are plural.
then Valen's head just coating the walls of this temple, the Aztec temple. Good night. No. All right, let's go. What are we doing? Waylon.
It's so you're talking about the
Pick a spot and go.
okay. Well, I guess pick a spot and go. Wait, so that means the whatever relic I just found in here got absorbed by this device here.
Correct.
Okay,
100%.
then I will go back then.
All right, you find yourself right here. Oof. Ooh, what happened?
What?
Wow.
Dang, you got
I'm
tall
elon-
out of there.
I'm
Gravity fucks with
elongated.
you.
Dang. All right.
I was putting X's for positions for him
All
to
right,
just move
and
to.
then you hear gong.
Okay, then I will kneel.
He's like has a knife out all times, and he's like kneeling and then ready to like dive on his face and stab himself all
All
at
right,
once.
go ahead and move.
I'm afraid I will reset the whole thing again if I go through the black veil, the dark veil right now. I'm gonna go down,
So just move your character, please.
going this way.
All right.
All right.
I'm about to pass out.
I know we're doing this though.
Okay.
Dong dong.
Okay. I will lay my face on the ground.
Dong dong, never die.
All right. Keep going.
Okay. Then
Terry,
I
move
will,
yourself like a good chunk.
okay. Right here.
Nope. Keep going.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
All right, and I'm gonna roll.
I want to say I love this puzzle. Well done, Viva. Thumbs up.
All right, and you hear dong, dong, dong.
Lead for us.
1d4. Okay. So that's 3 damage.
At the very least, we'll know where he was. We saw blood spots everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
And
so you took the damage. Which way are you going?
Going straight. I'm gonna go straight.
So move yourself.
Right here.
All right, and you're back at the entrance essentially.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna leave the entry. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna head out. Back to my companion. So listen, I think I've collected and placed the relic of the sun onto a device, and the device has taken the relic. So I think whatever we're supposed to do in here, well, at least the path I've taken so far, has led me to complete that part of the actions. Do you guys want to go back and check and see if there's any movement at the stone at the J Giants? If we have removed at least one of them?
Is there something at the other end of it, or this maze, or is it just the maze and that's all there is?
There was a relic with a flame burning around it, and I assume that's resemble the relic of sun.
Can you use your minor illusion cantrip to make a miniature version of what you saw so we can see what you saw?
I guess I could.
So
is the maze just
the minor
maze?
illusion
There's
of
nothing else
what exactly?
Of the
room.
relic. Of the relic.
Which relic?
The
The relic room or the relic?
sun thing.
So what Valen does is he creates a minor illusion of a room to which you see 3 precipices. One of them shows a stand to which you would place that honors the daughter of the mother, the firstborn, above the sky, who gives you night. You see another throne to which the sun is born. And then a throne that is hard for you to quite decipher from what he is trying to depict.
Which sun? SON or SUN?
I wrote it down as second is the SON, comma, the SUN.
Which was the first in
believe-
the story? Wasn't the sun the first
No.
one? The sun, the
No,
moon, the stars?
The moon, the sun, the stars.
Moon, the sun, the stars. So the moon is the firstborn.
I thought.
Yeah, that's what gives us night. Right? Technically, it's the other side of it's the sun.
No, the
being on
sun
the
is
other
the
side of
lack
Earth,
of.
but that's
The moon doesn't give you.
that's
night.
very much science and not
Yeah, I think it's
mythos and
let's go for
storytelling.
mythos. I believe this story was like she gave birth to the moon first, but we found the moon first. I believe.
Okay, so the moon is the firstborn. The sun would be the second one, whether it's SON or SUN.
So I have a question, and this is clarification: is this precipice? Is this the room with the three tombs, or is this the room with the pedestal in the middle that we're seeing the recreation of?
Toxin Terry.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, Terry. Not a yeah. Which one are you talking about?
There's two rooms. There's this
This
room
one?
up here, and then there's this room right here. I'm trying to figure out which of the two it was. I'm assuming it was this one where the sun orb got sucked out of your hand and started orbiting, because that's the one that I'm interested in.
Which? Sorry, can you? I'm in a wrong screen. Can you repeat it again?
There are two
we-
rooms. There's this one
Yeah,
and this one.
this is the room where the relic was taken.
And that's the one that you're showing us with the minor illusion, correct?
Yes, correct.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
See, we're
What
all
he's
having
showing-
communication issues.
He's showing with you the minor illusion is this room.
Okay. So we're seeing a room with three, what look to be tombs, one depicting for each of the three children, of the initial three children.
Well, there might not be tombs. It might
Keep
be
in mind, it's only
pedestals
10:30.
somewhere.
Or almost 1 a.m. here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! All right,
So, but there's currently no space in there where things would have been placed. Those are just
Do you
things that are
still have the
depicting
moon orb right now?
I do. I still do.
So we just
Whatever-
we don't know where the
he
stars
he
are.
only has the moon orb, and he had another gaseous orb, but he lost it.
I lost it
And-
in this room.
Right, which we can't see, but like you're pinging it anyways.
Yeah.
Are we calling it? Did I defeat you all? Did I do it?
So my assumption is that we need to bring the moon, the sun, and the stars, or the moon and the sun into the room with the pedestal, and the stars are like lined around the outside of the room itself, and then the sun and the moon need to be placed in the pedestal in the correct space. That's my assumption, but I haven't seen or been given the information either way, and I can't get in there to do.
I
anything
didn't
about it.
find anything. I didn't find a third relic inside of there.
I'm thinking the room or the pedestal might be the third relic. It may not be a third orb.
Which I say I win. I win. I win the D&Ds.
Honestly, yeah.
These nuts.
D&D's nuts. And in respect to my East Coasters, good
You do.
night. Good night forever.
Are we calling it here?
Yeah.
Well, we have to because Ben's really tired.
Ben's tired, and you guys are not anywhere closer. Unless.
Stop throwing it out. Just say what you're gonna say. We're calling
No,
it.
I don't know. Like, that's where you guys butt in and say, no, and unless I have this. I was giving you the
our
album.
our only other options is like, because right now it's just Valen that can go in there. Our only other option is Vaughn
I was
goes to
giving
sleep.
you the out.
We have a long rest, and then he can start curing all of us of it, and then we can all go in there.
No long rest.
Well, then we'll just. It's all our
I mean,
part.
I will
Then it's
I
all
will
on one
allow the group
person.
to do a long rest. I will stay up the entire time because I have the ability to remove exhaustion from
I
myself.
can
easily
use
enough.
the HUD.
That's great. I can help like keep watching, make sure nothing happens for the entire 8 hours that we would need. I would gain exhaustion. I would need somebody to take the last hour watch so I can take a short rest and remove my exhaustion, and I'd be fine. And that would get us all that we need to do
David
that.
just wants to hang out with
The
Iron
only
Man
two things
who's
that
in
we can
chat.
do are investigate the room with the 3 tombs, which Valen rolled a 5 on, and we would have gotten more information from, which is why I was trying to get the minor illusions for us to be able to physically see and look around in there, or for us to look into the room where the sun orb or whatever the gaseous orb got sucked away into, which we have not been given a minor illusion of, and we have not investigated, and no investigation rolls were made in that room. Those are the two things. Those are the two important rooms, and we have not looked in either of them with anything more than a 5.
And I agree, and we're limited to one person playing the maze part, so we pace it out on the steps along the way. Like,
And I believe at this point, you've all thrown in the towel
For this week, that's fine.
for this week.
well,
this week.
So there's.
That's
I
it.
feel like we know.
That's it.
We know how
Everybody, there
Valen
have
knows
been
how
enough.
to.
There have
Valen can easily go
been
in
enough
there.
people that have conceded the fact
We
to
know
say that
Valen.
we should
know
not.
Valen
Only
can go in there without
continuing
having
the
it caught.
conversation does not do any good.
I'm just saying, Valen can go in
I have
there.
won.
without having-
I have won. My masterful mind is exceeded all expectations.
All right. You won.
Till next
Which,
time.
to which, I am the greatest DM.
Yes.
Fuck you, Matt Mercer.
And now this will get clipped and sent to him. Cool, great.
I love you, Matt.
I'm
You-
going to
I-
bed then.
Do you want me to go to outro page? Oh, he's gone.
No, he was gonna say something.
Do you want me to go to the outro page?
Yeah, Ben,
Mm,
I love you, buddy.
I go sleepy now.
Good night.
I know.
Night.
I
Bye,
know.
Straight.
This what I'm rolling into is the most chaotic experience of anybody's life.
Good night, everybody.